All right, today is Tuesday, August 26th. Here is our buoy tent update for today. It was the first day of retention for wild kings since August 6th, and it went a little bit different than I expected. So the last several days we've been having a lot of kings in the river, not very many coho, and usually as the tides get smaller, more and more kings show up and they just bite better. So on the outgoing tide this morning, we got kings pretty well. It was decent. It wasn't red hot by any means, but it was consistent. And then when the tide flipped and started coming in, it was a wall of coho that we haven't seen all season. It was unbelievable how many coho showed up. So that was awesome to see. We ended up staying pretty much from the bridge on the Washington side down to Chinook and just only fished that stretch all day long throughout the rest of the outgo and the income. We ended up getting all of our kings, which was great. It was nice being able to not have to sort through them and figure out which ones we can or cannot keep. And then the coho, boy, that was, you always hear the term coho rodeo, right? Well, that's pretty much what this was. It was wide open. It was really, really good. We ended up getting one short of our 12 fish limit, so 6 people, 2 fish per person. We're one short. And that's because after about our 10th wild coho, I kind of called it. I'm like, hey, I don't want to be out here just sore lipping coho nonstop. We need to shut her down. So it was getting close to 2 o'clock anyways, and usually we'll fish to 3 or so. But when you go 6, 8 wild coho in a row, like, this is just, the morals, the ethics of what we do kind of kick in. But as far as what worked today, spinners again for me. I'm a blade guy. I love running blades. Barbie worked okay. I was running 2 different positions, and I guess they both got bit about equally. Mexican Hat did really good today. That one was getting after it. But there really wasn't any one specific lure or flasher, bumper length, leader length. I've been messing around with 14, 18-inch leaders and 28-inch down to 18-inch bumpers, and really just get them down there. And the fish, if they want to play, they'll play. So it's just a matter of being around fish and making sure that you are in an area that has a plethora of fish. And if they're there, eventually you'll get bit. You'll get one up to the boat. But man, I don't know. That was wild. That was not at all what I expected for today. With that many Chinook that we've been getting here all season long, to all of a sudden just get into that snap of coho. It was legit a wall of coho that came in. And they wanted to play. The Chinook this morning, they were kind of just coming up and nipping like they were doing yesterday. So it was a little bit frustrating that they were not really that aggressive. We lost an insane amount of fish, just lost a ton of fish. Crazy how many freaking fish we lost. But yeah, I was losing them on double trebles. I was losing them on singles, the single hook noose rigs. Tight drags. Actually, that did help a little bit. So when we were holding in to the incoming tide, I loosened up the drags all the way, and my thought process was that if these fish are just coming up and barely biting it, I want them to grab it, get a hook in them, keep a hook in them, and basically wear themselves out. So start running really fast. That flasher is really close. If you assume that you got like a 20 some odd inch bumper, that flasher is probably hitting them in the back and spooking them, especially when they're running straight away. So they're going to keep on running from the flasher and that line rubbing up against them. And the more they run, the more they wear themselves out. As soon as they get out to 100, 150 feet, that's when you can tighten that drag up and you basically just bring them back to the boat. Doesn't sound like it's all that much fun, but when you lose, oh shoot, we probably lost over 20 fish today. So when you lose that many, you start trying to figure out what else you can do to get them landed. And that's the direction that we went. And I think it worked. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully the fish tomorrow are just aggressive, not just coming up light bite stuff that they've been doing the last couple of days. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why. I can blame it on a lot of things, but that's just frankly guide excuses. It could be red tide, it could be wind direction, it could be water temperature, it could be who knows what. Whatever it is, they're not being real aggressive. It's just fish, right? Oh boy. Okay, well, I am going to get back and retie up a bunch of gear because coho love to roll and wrap up and just shred everything. So I got a bunch of gear to tie back up. And then after that, I'm going to try, we got enough time here, it's getting a little bit late in the afternoon, We try and go play a little golf with Brandon Glass and our buddy Ryan Queen, and runs Sandy Hatchery, and our mentor, second father, Jack Glass. So get the 4 of us out there, go see if we can't hit 9 holes and go out to dinner together. Don't get chances like that very often, especially with the 4 of us being gone and working hard at this stage of life. So this is the last day that we got a chance to do this. We're going to try and make it happen before everyone starts going their separate ways again. All right, time to get back, clean up some gear. Later.